So, sisters and bros, how does your Adam and Eve Ting evening flow? What creative seeds have you sown? How many kisses have you blown? How many sacred memories of this Eve's reality are yours to own? How many times have you unmasked the unknown, and how many times have you moaned? How many superfly rhymes have you spat down the microphone? And how many puffs have you chuffed on that king cone? Have you shown another your radiant soul glow? And how much ardor have you endured and cured with noughts of a cathartic groan? How many words have you uttered to another in a loving tone? And did you be true to you, yes you, just you, and finish that poem? From how many fears have you flown? How many bad habits have you just this once left alone? And for a while did your desire subside, inciting your wise mind not to apply for that stupefying 2,442% Wonga.com loan? How many lusty armies of pheromones have your libido let go? And did they capture the rapture, the cracker of opposing chromosomes on which like a flock of carrier pigeons they were honed? And did you and your queen eagerly dispose of your clothes and soak in the wonder of one another's butterfly fluttering erogenous zones like two golden microphones? And did you get hot, sweaty, unfettered and pepper your carnal home with moans, grunts and groans like deep, deep, deeper than a baritone? And did you invest your energies in divesting your cherries with plenty of adventurous licentiousness, rendering the pair of you merrier than old King Cole? And all this before the cows came home. How did you treat Mr. and Mrs. Jones? Did you give that dog that bone? Did you leave alone for more than Freeman? No, sorry, more than 9 nanoseconds, your 4G 7 squillion pixel droplets on unfixable iPhone. How many precious moments have we all spent contented in our zones? How many gory stories have you absorbed and vicariously abhorred, ensuring their phantasmagoric truth be ignored on Al Jazeera, RT or BBC's Rolling News 24 about extraordinary renditions or summary slayings by remotely controlled from Arizona predator drones? How many heinous happenings have we all tacitly condoned? And did you fulfill your innermost will and sit still in blissful ideation to be reborn in this world to unfurl the fruits of communion with your core, your root, your truth, proof forsooth that like Roy Ayers on the vibraphone we're each unique and can't be cloned? So, sisters and bros, how does your Adam and Eve Ting evening flow? Warm vibes. My name's ChriSJaM. I came to performance poetry through DJing. I used to be in a sound system back in the late 80s during the endless summers of love, a sound system called the Jam MCs, and we used to complement our DJ sets with what I call sultry or soulful lyrics over the top, light reflective lyrics. That led me to about 12 years ago start an organisation called Speakeasy with Shagan the French and Barney from Doodlebug. Speakeasy was an open mic night and a collective of poets, people like Shirley May, Yusra Osama, Chanjay Kunda. And between us, we created a brand over the 12 years that had many, many amazing spoken word nights with international, national and local artists coming down. As well as that, a lot of the artists are now the people who are going around doing lots of the amazing workshops with young people in Manchester. We also started about 4 years ago an organisation called Wordsmith Awards, which goes into schools and works with and uncovers the next emerging talent, which is brings me on to people who I'm inspired by, because I think that because I came to poetry through DJing originally, I'm not really that well read a writer. But I'm always inspired, amazingly inspired. Every time we go into schools, we uncover these young people who write completely like fully formed poets and are there to be developed and nurtured. So there are endless, amazing spoken word artists on this planet. You know, everywhere you go, you find them, and that always amazes me and touches me. I describe my work as quite quirky, very dense and very intense, ranging from social political rants to full-on universal worship. And for that reason, my work being very dense, I've not really tried to develop it too much to go on page. However, I will be in an anthology that's coming out for a common word, a food anthology that's coming out this year. The book that I'd like to mention is to do with a national poetry slam that took part as part of the Olympics last year. The event was called Shake the Dust. England was split into 9 regions, and this book's just come out now, and it's full of young, amazing writers. Probably at some stage in the next 10 years, some of the people we see in this book will be some of the most sought after poets in the UK. If I have my way, they will be anyway.